What up? I don't. Sometimes I gotta get something off my chest, and talk about this Eagles team. I don't really make some videos unless I really you know unless it keeps bothering me. Then I'm gonna make a video, get my thoughts out. I just want to talk about Nick Foles here and just kind of get some thoughts on this situation that we're in right now. Um, this is something that nobody's ever been through. So, when it comes down to it, it comes down to a guy that can perform in the postseason, in the playoffs, and down to a guy that you know 3 seasons, and he's done what he's done. Carson Wentz, he had an MVP season. He had a mediocre, rookie season. And then 17, obviously we know, you know, he went 33-7. He had 3,300 yards. He got hurt week 14. Had a QB rating of 101.9. And Wentz, we can't forget how good he actually is, because he was obvious. I'm not gonna sit here and try to explain this. Now, he was number 2 ranked top 100. All right, well, that's the highest debut on the top 100 and as an Eagle, all in one. So we can't forget how good he actually is, and you know, um, we can't forget the season that we had. Just because Foles came in and we're all into, the moment. Like Nick Foles says, you have to live in the moment, and that's what we're doing. We're living in the moment right now. We have to live in the moment and live for the future too, right? So if we can't just say Nick Foles is going to start because let's say we lose this game. It doesn't matter really the outcome. Whatever happens, happens. Nick Foles is the legend. Carson Wentz is the future. It is what it is. Now we say, oh well, we don't know if Wentz can, play in the playoffs. We don't know how. We don't know. Well, we have to find out. Okay, we have to find out first. Okay, I know that's, I guess, a risk, I guess, but we can't forget, dude, he threw 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, by week 14, and he got hurt, right? He got hurt from a tackle. He's not injury prone, per se. Maybe you could say it, but he got tackled low and got hurt. It is what it is. It's not like he was running and, he hurt himself. That'd be different. And then his back, that relates to his leg injury, because he came back too early. That's my opinion. He came back too early. I felt like he needed to wait, like, I'd say like at least 3 more weeks before he could really come back, just to play it safe. We have time, and we have time to play it safe. We don't have to be rushing all the time and trying to win. We have to take care of our quarterback. Um, Nick Foles, honestly, I think be he's there to help Carson Wentz, because he knows how good he is. He's not wanting that starting position job, and he's not really a threat to Carson because he's a backup, and he knows he is. Right? He said he loves putting on the jersey, and he embraces the moment of being an Eagle, and he just, he goes with the flow. And he always says, "This is Carson Wentz's team. I'm here to help the team. He's not here to start." It's Carson Wentz is the future. We can't. We have to stop making this argument. We're in that moment right now, right? We can't We can't discard all of what Carson Wentz has done. We can't do it. That's not ideal. Um, um, but if we beat the Saints and we go on to you know go to the Super Bowl, I mean that's gonna be we gotta wait till we get there. But if we do, I'm just saying if we did, then it'd be a whole nother ball game. We had to really try to debate. Um, Nick Foles, yeah, he's good. Um, but he's only going to be good with the Eagles, right? Because we are who we are. You know, I shouldn't have to say anything about that. The Eagle fan base is the best. We travel well, right? So he thrives on that. Plus, the Doug Peterson play calling, I think, with the RPOs helps a lot. I can't forget he beat Brady in the playoffs, right? Had a good run there last year. Totally blew everybody away, right? Everybody's like, Nick Foles, what? Really? Clutch. We've learned that he's clutch. He could be relied on to go down the field the last minutes of the game and do a go-ahead touchdown to take the lead. He's done it multiple times, right? And so we just have to trust that process. Carson Wentz has done that, but he hasn't done it as often because of his injury. But in 17, he was converting all these third downs, making all these plays. I shouldn't have to explain the situation. Nick Foles is not doing that. He's really a pocket passer. Get it out, boom. The ball is up and high to Alshon, and he catches it. And Carson's gonna learn. He's got a long time to learn. Let's see, we got 7 minutes, so I'm not gonna make it a long video. I just want to talk about, just get this out there that we can't get up in a moment because it's dangerous. Okay, can't, because it'll we can't start Nick Foles week 1, right? People are rooting for that. No, Carson Wentz, when he's fully healthy, he is, I would say, top 5 in the league. Maybe if not top 3. That's kind of pushing it. He's got a long ways to go. He's still learning. He's learning a lot, right? So just don't get hyped, all right? Now, gotta live in the moment. Remember the Bears missed field goal. That's the extra spark that we needed in the playoffs. It's kind of like the Jake Elliott field goal against the Giants that propelled us to the rest of the season, in my opinion. And this is like the same situation, right? But in the playoffs, that's gonna be pretty dangerous, But I just want to leave on this note. All right, Carson Wentz, by week 14, he had 3,296 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions, 101.9 rating. Right, pretty good. That's pretty good, right? And by week 11 this year, because I believe Foles played the Saints, and Wentz had a bad game with the Cowboys, but shit happens. But week 11 this year, he had 3,074 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 102.2 rating. I mean, that's almost identical stats. Minus 10 touchdowns, obviously, but he still had 3 more games. And, he got hurt week 14 last year and week 11 this year, so he still had 3 weeks to put up some more stats. We keep talking about stats of Carson Wentz. He's a good player. He's a better, uh, athlete. I'm not gonna explain it. It is what it is. Um, but we can't be upset if we let Nick Foles go. I honestly think he would retire before he'd go to another team or do a coaching position with the Eagles. I honestly, we're in the playoffs, and I'm not going to talk about the future. But so, we'll see what happens, man. But right now, we're playing the Saints, and we go and steal that win. Right, take that shit. All right, man. I'm out.